Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here or you've been following for a while, I'm Alicia, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about mental health and whether the food we eat impacts it. Spoiler alert, it does. Anxiety is rising in the United States, and you don't need a diagnosed mental condition to feel anxious. Anxiety is characterized by persistent worry and nervousness and can exist at various levels. This means you may experience different intensities of anxiety at different times, and various circumstances may require different approaches to treatment and healing. I'm a huge advocate for therapy and making sure we prioritize our mental health as much as our physical health. So please consult a professional if you feel you need to. I'm not here to diagnose or prescribe foods or diets to treat anxiety, but rather to highlight some foods that research suggests might contribute to anxiety, as well as those that could help. If you're taking medications or think you need them, talk to your doctor or mental health professional before making any changes. That's your disclaimer. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into the science. In many cases, anxiety, just like depression, is linked to poor brain health. This can be caused by neurotransmitters not functioning properly, an overactive limbic system in the brain, chronic inflammation, or oxidative stress, which can impact brain function. New research also shows that our gut health is connected to brain health via the gut-brain axis. Many people don't realize that most serotonin receptors are in the gut, and about half of the body's dopamine is also produced there, which is why some people refer to the gut as the second brain. The science clearly shows that what we eat affects not just our gut, but also our brain. When it comes to treatment and symptom relief, we can address some of the possible causes. We can consume foods that combat inflammation and oxidative stress. We can provide nutrients that might be lacking for neurotransmitter production. We can keep blood sugar balanced and heal the gut. We can also avoid foods that contribute to these issues. Currently, there are studies showing that dietary changes can affect symptoms of depression, anxiety, and mood disorders. By the way, if you're looking for a way to give your well-being a boost and achieve a healthier body, you can find more about a transformative product in the description of this video. Check out the link. Let's start with the foods you might want to limit or avoid. If any of these are part of your regular diet, it might be worth reconsidering. First, alcohol. Studies link alcohol to mental health problems and to worsening or triggering depression and anxiety. After all, alcohol is a depressant. It affects the nervous system, interferes with sleep, promotes inflammation, as we've discussed, and disrupts blood sugar levels. It can also lower your mood by reducing serotonin. The recommendation is to consume alcohol in moderation, 1 or 2 drinks a week, but many brain health experts, like Dr. Amen, say that alcohol offers no benefits to our health and should be avoided as much as possible. Coffee. Moderate caffeine consumption may help with depression and reduce anxiety or improve mood because of its stimulating effects. 1 cup of coffee, for example, has been associated with preventing cognitive decline. However, some research suggests that excessive caffeine can increase feelings of anxiety, stress, and depression. It can cause more jitters, worsen sleep, and impact hormones and neurotransmitter function, as we discussed earlier, all of which contribute to poor brain health. Studies show that the effects of coffee vary greatly depending on the person and their tolerance. Refined and added sugars. Sugar affects mood, period. Blood sugar spikes and drops can make us irritable. And we know that sugar promotes inflammation, which also affects our ability to handle stress. One study found that people with high sugar intake, over 65 grams, were 23% more likely to develop depression or anxiety over 5 years, compared to those who consumed less than 40 grams. Refined grains, like white bread and processed foods, provide little to no nutritional value and negatively impact blood sugar. They also strip B vitamins during digestion, which affects nutrient absorption and can lead to deficiencies caused by chronic stress. Keep in mind that we should opt for complex carbohydrates like whole grains. When I mention refined grains, I'm talking about white bread, crackers, short grain rice, those that have had parts of the grain removed or have been overly processed. Complex carbs are metabolized more slowly, helping to keep blood sugar stable and mood steady. Avoiding skipping meals can also help maintain balanced blood sugar. Processed foods and fast foods also offer few nutrients but many calories, not to mention trans fats, which are linked to depression, anxiety, aggression, and other mental health disorders. Refined oils are very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are highly inflammatory and can harm mood and brain function. Processed meats, like hot dogs, bologna, deli turkey or chicken, often contain preservatives and additives linked to migraines, mood swings, and inflammation. Artificial sweeteners and food additives, and there are many, have been associated with headaches, mood disorders, dizziness, and migraines. People may have food sensitivities to these artificial substances without realizing it, and it makes sense. Our bodies don't know how to process something artificial, so they might reject it without you even noticing. So, pay attention if any of these foods are part of your regular diet. Remember, I'm not saying you should never consume alcohol, sugar, or processed foods, although some people do recommend it. I'm suggesting that if you consume them regularly and are dealing with anxiety, it might be a good starting point. Now, let's talk about the foods we can add to our diet to help. I think focusing on adding more good things rather than removing bad ones is a mentally easier approach to follow. So let's start with fatty fish. If you take one important thing from this video, what I've really learned and am trying to incorporate, it's this: eat more fatty fish. Omega-3s are amazing. They're truly the building blocks of the brain. The brain is made up of 60% fat, so it needs fat to function. Omega-3s reduce inflammation. Surprisingly, or at least it was surprising to me, one of the most common nutritional deficiencies in people with mental health disorders is a lack of omega-3s. The best omega-3s and amino acids are found in wild-caught salmon, which also contains vitamin D, B6, B12, and selenium, all crucial for brain health. And it's one of the most studied foods in terms of depression and anxiety. Sardines, tuna, and mackerel are also good sources. Research indicates that adequate omega-3 intake, either through fish or supplementation, can reduce the risk of anxiety, depression, and other mood disorders, as well as improve anxiety and depression symptoms. Nuts also provide plant-based omega-3s, which aren't as potent as those from fish but are still great. Walnuts, specifically, have a positive impact on mood, anxiety, and depression. Studies show that people who ate 1/4 cup of walnuts daily experienced a 26% reduction in depression rates and felt more optimistic, energetic, hopeful, and focused. Other nuts and seeds, like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds, are also good sources, but walnuts are at the top. Meat, poultry, eggs, dairy, and soy are also good sources of amino acids for complete protein. This doesn't mean you need to eat meat every day, but it does highlight the benefits of including some animal protein in the diet. Turkey and chicken are best since they contain tryptophan and tyrosine, amino acids that have been studied and linked to reduced anxiety. Probiotic and fermented foods, other allies. Probiotics are linked to positive mental health, specifically improved mood, anxiety, and depression. They're found in yogurt as well as fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, and kefir. Fermented foods, in particular, have shown to help heal the gut. Last year, I made it my mission to heal my gut and ate a lot of fermented foods. They've also been proven to be neuroprotective and mood stabilizing. The gut-brain connection is real, I'm telling you. Now, vegetables. We can't leave out these wonderful greens. Dark leafy greens are some of the most nutritious foods you can eat, and foods like shiitake mushrooms are prebiotics that promote healthy gut bacteria. Fruits are also excellent, especially berries. Blueberries have been considered an antidepressant food, and have shown to help with symptoms. Strawberries are high in vitamin C, and avocado provides plenty of monounsaturated fats. Other notable items include green tea, chamomile extract, and dark chocolate. All of these contain nutrients and antioxidants linked to reduced anxiety. As you can see, following a healthy and consistent diet is crucial. Don't obsess over how many grams of fruit or anything else you're eating. It's not a precise formula, this cures that. It's about overall balance. The truth is, this type of whole food approach also keeps our heart healthy and our weight in check. I mean, nothing I've shared here is surprising in the sense of being a healthy food. It's very simple. More whole foods, more plants, and fewer processed foods. Those are the 3 dietary principles I'd give you for overall health and well-being, both mental and physical. So, the point is, if you're struggling with anxiety or mental health and think your diet might be contributing, making some dietary changes for mental health will also improve your physical health, and that's really what a holistic approach is. Looking at the mind and body as one, interconnected, and recognizing that the foods we eat and the choices we make affect our bodies, minds, and emotional selves. Again, don't become dogmatic about this, as it won't be sustainable. So what can you take from this? Make an effort to eat a little less of the foods that might contribute negatively, and an effort to eat more of the foods that help. Small steps will get you there. In an email I sent a while ago, I told a story about a health study. I think I also shared it on Instagram, but it's relevant here, so I'll take 30 seconds to share it. This study was repeated many times around the world. Essentially, they took 2 groups of people. The first group was given all the health tools for free sneakers, free gym memberships, access to information, and they were told, go, be healthy. The other group got nothing free, but they were told, climb 1 flight of stairs today, and tomorrow add 1 more step, okay? Each day, add another step. That's it. That's all they were told. After years, which group do you think established healthy habits in a sustainable way? The second group, the one climbing 1 step a day, with no freebies. So, you don't need free stuff. You don't need more information. You already know what you need to know. More whole foods, more plants, fewer processed foods. That's it. What you really need is to embrace the idea of taking small steps rather than trying to change everything at once. That's the magic formula, I swear. Okay, I know this video didn't go exactly where we all thought, but I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to check out the link in the description to find out how you can further improve your health and achieve your weight loss goals effectively. Subscribe for more content like this. Hit the bell icon. I'll be back next week with a new episode, and remember, it's all about mind over food.